bad girl in almost everything. I wonder what this industry is trying to
She's
tell
not
me.
a dark bad girl. She is playful. I mean, that girl stripped down so fast I couldn't believe it. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, faster than you can shake a stick at it, right? Yeah, Octavia Black definitely has a chip on her shoulder. She's been locked up one way or another her entire life. Her crime that she committed to get herself in jail was just simply being born in blasphemy. You're only allowed one child on the ark due to population control, and I was the second. So my mother had to hide me under the floorboards for 13 years, and when she got busted, she got floated into space, meaning killed, and I got thrown in jail. So, naturally, now that she's on Earth, she's pretty stoked to do whatever the hell she wants.
And that includes doing literally anything she wants when you get down to Earth.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think she really has any shame whatsoever.
What do you like most about that role so far?
I like how defiant Octavia is. Her and I have a lot in common that way. She's pretty stubborn. I like how she's the only one with a family member on Earth as well, and she's reunited with him again, so she somehow feels a little protected by him. But I think she doesn't want that protection to be too much because it's going to stop her from just being the free bird and spread her wings kind of girl that she wants to be. And I've been told that she gets passed around like a hot potato with the boys, so I'm assuming Big Bro's not going to like that very much. So we'll see what he has to say about it.
One of the things I didn't really expect, or I guess know to expect when I started watching the pilot, is how to define the class dynamics.
Define the which?
The class dynamics.
Okay.
And your character comes from a very different place than the lead does. Can you talk about how what you know of your background kind of informs that?
Yeah, Octavia and Clark, I don't think they could be any more yin and yang than they already are. She always got special treatment up on the drop ship for sure, and because of the way that I was raised and how she was definitely given the special roll out the red carpet treatment. I think she's just over it already, straight out of the gate. The fact that she's trying to tell us all what to do, and yeah, the fact that I was raised in captivity, and I'm just like, whatever. This is how it's gonna go. You do your thing, I do mine, and she's gonna have something to say about it. So I have a feeling there's gonna be a massive divide with alliances and how we're all gonna make it work in society, for sure.
And how do you think then on a show like this on a network like the CW is going to affect you? Like, assuming it takes off. Because right now you're probably walk Comic-Con and be left alone. How do you think it's going to, what do you think the reaction is going to be? And what's going to happen to you next year at next year's Comic-Con?
Well, judging by the buzz and the reaction from people that have seen the pilot, and the screening is going to happen in a couple hours, and I'm very excited for everybody to check it out. I feel really confident about it. In terms of how it's going to affect my life, I'm not quite certain. Hopefully, in a positive way. One can only hope. Versus the alternative, I hope I like my privacy too. So.
What do you think the fans are going to be most excited about for this kind of show?
Our special effects are amazing. We have the same effects crew that were on the Twilight movie, so it's very real, very realistic. There's nothing worse than cheesy effects in a movie or something, right? Fans are going to be excited about the broad spectrum, between the younger cast on Earth and the older generation ensemble cast. There's literally something for everybody, and almost 2 shows going on within one show, so I'll never get bored.
Have you worked in sci-fi or special effects drama before?
I mean, I've guest starred on shows like Supernatural and Fringe and stuff like that in the past, but no, this is my first time being completely submerged, head over heels into the sci-fi land, and I'm really excited to be a part of that. It's Comic-Con, it's my first year here, so.
Could you talk about the filming that iconic scene in the pilot where you got to get taken underwater? What was that like? It looks a little brutal.
It was a lot of fun. The executive producer, writer Jason Rothenberg, when he was describing it to me, he's like, you know what, just watch this. And he pushed play on his iPad for that scene in Jaws where she's getting dragged around everywhere. And he was like, that's going to be you. And I was like, yes. I love doing any sort of stunty action stuff I possibly can. So it was great. I mean, it's beautiful. Freezing, cold, glacier-fed river. I mean, you don't even need a coffee to wake up in the morning with that. It was good.
Were you able to do all that stuff yourself?
Yeah. jumped in, and it was cool. I wouldn't want to run into one surfing, mind you. Now I'm always questioning things that are coming at me in the water in LA. But yeah.
So we were talking to the cast at Strike Back yesterday, and they were like, you wouldn't do whatever it takes in terms of stunts and outrageous stunts. Is there anything fans can expect to see going forward in this series, and is there anything that you wouldn't do?
Is there anything that I wouldn't do? It's a very good question. No, I mean, I think within reason, you know, I'm always confident in the stunt team that they're not going to put the actors in any sort of complete danger, and it's a trust thing, really, and I trust the people around me. I don't know, I would love to do anything really where I can just like jump off super high things or whatever, anything. I have an adrenaline bug inside, so however I can use that.
What do you think your own survival skills would be like if you were thrown into an environment like that?
Well, I grew up in Thunder Bay, Ontario, so I could probably start a fire rubbing these two iPhones together. I'm sure I'd really try. So it doesn't get any more bush league than that, I don't think. Yeah, we'd get pretty crafty, and you know, there's that saying, too many cooks in the kitchen. There's going to be 100 of us, so I'm sure we can put our heads together and figure it out. Or at least argue about it a lot.
Is there literally going to be 100?
Yeah, on Earth. Well, we already lost one, so 99. We'll see. or if the love triangle thing gets too many, we might start increasing. Who knows? Could go either way. You'll have to tune in and find out.
So Thunder Bay, you seem to have lost your accent.
Yeah, apparently they told me it sounded really bad. So I had to take a couple dialect classes. When I get on the phone with my mom, I'm like, oh yeah, Mom, don't worry. Yeah, we're going a boat and whatever. It comes back easy.
I'm from Minnesota, so I get it all the time.
Oh, you're almost Canadian.
Yep, exactly. In fact, I tell every Canadian I consider myself an honorary Canadian.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We're the polite pushovers of the planet. It's nice.
We have something we call Minnesota nice. I think it's the same thing.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. Enjoy